After the credits, diamonds.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another summer episode of After Credits. And because it is 100 and fucking... I cannot see that. What is that? 7. Because it's 107 fucking degrees outside, and we're trying to get some decent lighting for goddamn once, we are doing handheld.
We're doing handheld?
We're doing handheld. We are doughboys. We just got out of Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets, directed by Fifth Element and Lucy Mastermind and Leon the Professional Mastermind, Luc Besson. This movie is a sci-fi epic about two federal agents, Valerian, played by Dane DeHaan, and Laureline, yes, that's her actual name, played by Cara Delevingne. Well, considering her name, Laureline doesn't sound that too far off. They are on a mission to find a thing and return a thing back to some people because there's some evil government plots and a lot of adventures to be had and weird characters to see, and it's Star Wars, Avatar, Blade Runner, Fifth Element, and every sci-fi movie you've seen in the last 45 years.
And Fahrenheit 9/11.
Liam's here, everybody. Say hi, Liam.
Everybody's favorite.
In the midst of Comic-Con, Liam is here. And say hi, lady who just walked into our shot. She walked out of our shot just as quickly as she came in, just like most of my love lives.
All around me are familiar faces.
Hey Liam, what did you think of Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets?
This movie was fucking awesome. I really enjoyed this movie. It was so batshit insane and crazy. And we were talking about this after we got out of the movie. It's like, this is not like... I can't say this is a guilty pleasure movie because it's not poorly made. It got some astounding visuals. There's some really creative ideas. It kind of reminded me of a Neil Breen film because there were so many ideas, you know, going on at once, and sometimes they didn't always meld, but it was a worthwhile experience. This is not, you know, this was an entertaining movie. I thought this movie was going to be dog shit. This is not Jupiter Ascending. This is not, you know, any other bad movie we saw this year. It isn't Collide. It's not Transformers. This was a entertaining film, and there's definitely problems. There's absolutely problems with this movie. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination.
This movie is acid.
That's accurate.
With social commentary. Of all the things to describe Valerian in the City of 1,000 Planets, an anti-Bush movie was not one of them. That's it! Like, spoiler alert! Like, we can't talk about this more without going really into it. So, if you want to know our final thoughts and scores out of 6 stars, please click on the time code. And you'll be able to figure that out. Valerian he's hanging out with Lorelai, and he's like, I have a 200 score on my perfect memory. I graduated top of my class with perfect marksmanship. The dialogue is like Star Wars prequels levels of expository. It's amazing. Ironically, it's one of those things that you're just like, oh my god, nobody can fucking act in this film.
Except for Ethan Hawke.
Oh my god, we'll get to that later.
The movie opens with like David Bowie's Space Oddity.
See, you think I hate this movie, but I can't hate a movie that starts with Space Oddity.
Same. They're explaining how like this, you know, space station that's created ends up, like, first you see all these other like countries forming on it, and then you see a bunch of aliens on it, and it's like they're all contributing, you know, pieces of technology to create this big spaceship that is a confluence of cultures, just like America, till George Bush took over.
As the movie goes along, it starts becoming a critique on Bush-era America. The commander is the villain in this movie, and if you don't know that he's the villain, then obviously you've never seen a movie before.
Oh my god, that part where they're trying to cover up the fact that he's in the spaceship, that one part.
I'm like, what is this? There's this one bald-headed guy blocking the reveal of the fact that he's the villain. Yeah. And I'm just baffled as to what's going on.
Clive Owen, yeah. I mean, Clive Owen's a good actor. Not this. Well, he's fun in this. He's a fun, campy George Bush villain. Do you want to talk about the acting?
Look, It's obvious we're not fans of Dane DeHaan nor Cara Delevingne.
I like some of Dane DeHaan's performance.
I like some of Dane DeHaan's performance too because he finally is playing something that fits with him. It's just a dick.
They're trying to make him into like this womanizer sort of character. I was like,
they're trying to make him Harrison Ford.
I think that this movie would have been better if it starred like Alden Ehrenreich and Brie Larson.
Yeah, or I actually would have gone somebody like Ansel Elgort.
I didn't think Dane DeHaan or Cara Delevingne were awful. All the problems with the characters are the fact that the script is not an interesting character piece. The script is about...
No, Cara Delevingne is fucking terrible. Cara Delevingne cannot deliver an emotion to save her goddamn life. Dude, that one part where she's literally standing there like, wow.
Was Ethan Hawke like a pimp for Rihanna, or was that this movie, or was that a different movie?
No, it was this movie.
Okay.
Was Rihanna a stripper, but she never stripped? She just decided to change costumes and jump through a hoop.
And then talk about immigration.
And then talk about illegal immigration.
It's like going into different dimensions and shit, and like, it's like VR, video games. The CGI is really good. I would give this an Oscar nomination for visual effects for sure. There's some fantastic CGI world building in this movie.
I'll give you that. I like the big market scene because it makes sense that there would be dimensions that we're not able to like achieve without some technological help.
I mean, none of this shit makes any sense.
No, that made sense to me.
There's so much.
Look, you got a city of 1,000 fucking planets. You'd think that one of them humans wouldn't be able to set foot on without technology, meaning, you know, all of them.
And then there's like these pig things that Cara Delevingne talks to. Those three pig guys.
Oh, you
Kinda
mean
look
like
anteaters?
Oh, they look like Watto from the prequels, and they're just as annoying.
Well, they're not as anti-Semitic.
Oh no, I doubt anything would be anti-Semitic. It's kind of like if Watto met the flying monkeys and somehow fucked Howard the Duck. They all talk in like, they all finish each other's sentences because they're like a mixture of muses and an encyclopedia, but they're also a mixture of Watto because they're greedy and they need money for everything.
I don't really want to talk about the plot of this movie.
I'm not talking about that. I'm literally just like, this shit just happens.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing.
Okay, let's talk about Ethan Hawke because Ethan Hawke is like the greatest human being that's ever existed.
It's true. I mean, yeah.
Oh, and we actually, he was at our theater once. He saw The Good Dinosaur with his family.
Ethan Hawke, we'd love to have you on an episode of After Credits.
We would. I want to interview Ethan Hawke and ask him solely Valerian questions. Like, did he actually ever meet Rihanna? Because you never see them in the same shot together. I doubt they did.
I watched Before Sunrise for the first time the other day.
Okay.
It's really good.
Stop talking about a serious movie. It's fucking Valerian, goddammit.
This movie's so batshit insane that I have to respect it, because there's no cynicism here. It's just insane. Like, this didn't feel like Jupiter Ascending, where Jupiter Ascending just felt like I was getting so bored and I was just getting punched in the face for like 2 hours. Like, this movie, it was entertaining.
I'll give you that. As crazy as this fucking movie is, it's more entertaining than the prequels, and it's not as up its own ass as Jupiter Ascending is, but dare I say nothing could be more up its own ass than Jupiter Ascending?
Yeah, this movie's not like...
It's not trying to be Dallas, it's trying to be Star Wars.
It's confident without being pretentious.
If Jupiter Ascending was trying to be Dallas, this is trying to be Walker, Texas Ranger, or something like...
I have no idea what you're talking
Columbo.
about.
Oh, I'm talking like old TV shows. Like, this is obviously trying to be Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is more Flash Gordon than it is like a space opera.
And I like Flash Gordon, and I like this too.
It's so fucking weird that I like it, but I can't, like, say it as a good movie, where I think you're leaning towards it being a good movie.
I'm leaning towards it being an entertaining... It's a recommendation, is what I'm saying. This movie is ambitious, and there's a lot of stuff that I legitimately like, and there's a lot of stuff I ironically like. So it, like, melds together to create this beautiful, beautiful sandwich.
They go into this bit where the commander is, like, interrogating a guy. They start torturing him. and you're sitting there, and I think it finally clicked in
That's
Liam's
what happens
head.
to the Native Americans.
Oh no, that's what I wasn't thinking. I was thinking Guantanamo Bay.
Oh, whatever.
The only reason they go to fight for something is because of oil. Their version of oil in this is like a pearl that has 20-ton mega power.
Not subtle.
They literally use the term weapon of mass destruction at one point.
I'm okay with like on the nose political commentaries. I mean, Star Trek Into Darkness implied that George Bush did 9/11, and I still love that movie.
What the fuck?
That's a whole different discussion.
Oh my god.
You need to rewatch that movie.
And then you've got the whole World War II reference with all the little blue people saying like 6 million of us died, and I'm sitting there going, oh wait, there's no home for them, and all they want to do is like go back home and live in peace.
Israel. They're space Muslims.
They are. There's a fucking like a white guy playing Jafar. Oh, and of course, whenever Rihanna dies, they throw her inside like an Egyptian headdress because black people in Africa.
And then she turns into sand. And then it's like, Svenya.
Can we talk about how Ethan Hawke is playing like Woody from Toy Story if he drank absinthe constantly?
Ethan Hawke should win an Oscar for this film.
It's like he's channeling Harvey Keitel falling down the stairs.
This performance that Ethan Hawke was giving was so amazing. Like, I can't, it's indescribable.
I'm not convinced that Ethan Hawke was in some way not under a substance while he was doing this performance.
Oh, he was totally under a substance. Like, they were probably shooting this on like the same like production center as like Planet of the Apes, and Woody Harrelson was like, hey, like,
he has to in order to be like Rihanna's pimp. From like the age of 4, she was selling her body for stripping performances, and she's like this blue gelatinous thing from like Monsters Inc.
Yeah, this movie's weird.
Like,
it's really weird.
God damn
it's really
it.
fucking weird.
Okay, was it just me, or was that one Jabba the Hutt looking motherfucker sounding exactly like John Goodman, like Uncanny Valley version?
Oh, I think that was John Goodman.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I didn't see him in the credits though.
Let me look it up, but I'm pretty sure it's John Goodman.
Who's Rutger Hauer in this? The general?
No, he was the guy at the beginning. He was like on one of the newscasts or whatever. He was like, blah, 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 there's a city of 1,000 planets.
I don't remember any of this.
No, this was near the beginning when they were doing right after Space Oddity.
Whenever they're explaining the entirety of the world building to the audience.
Yeah.
The script is just this incredibly like thinly veiled expository bullshit that's trying to do some world building.
Yeah. John Goodman.
John Goodman was in. What the fuck, Johnny? God damn! That man would literally take any paycheck. Oh, remember the police brutality bit when all the little blue aliens walk up in a line in solidarity and they do their whole version of hands up, don't shoot, and then the fucking like commanders, evil robots just start gunning them down like a fucking execution line.
Hashtag alien lives matter. So if you scroll to the time code, welcome back to our non-spoiler thoughts on Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets, and our
In the gayest fucking pose ever.
and our scores out of 6 stars. Oh, not as gay as the Justice League trailer. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. This movie is fucking madness.
It's true.
Luc Besson made an anti-Bush film in 2017 with like a big budget and just threw every fucking conceivable idea he had into this. There's a good 40-minute break from the plot where they just dick around. And yet I don't hate this movie. Honestly, I'm not sure I can't recommend it.
You seem more baffled. This is kind of what I expected, except it was much more entertaining than I thought it was going to be.
No, I expected more of a straightforward sci-fi plot.
No,
I think the Bush commentary just threw me up for a fucking loop.
See,
because as soon as it happened, I had to watch for the rest of it.
There's enough like political commentary in modern sci-fi that it wasn't like hugely shocking. Visually amazing. Ethan Hawke should win an Academy Award. Main performances were fine. Some of the dialogue's really bad. There's some parts that are kind of boring. That's like my major problem with this movie, is it's probably like 20 minutes too long. They could have like had more charming actors and well-written characters. I mean, this movie would have been better if like Rich Evans was in it as like one of the monsters.
That was terrible.
There's stuff I liked ironically, but this is not a so bad it's good movie. It's a entertaining film. I'm going to give it 4 out of 6.
He may disagree with me, but I think the same way I reacted to Collide, he's reacting to this.
No.
This movie's a bad movie.
Collide is dog shit.
This movie is so fucking bloated, and it has terribly written characters, and the acting is dog shit, but it's so fucking weird that you can't help but kind of admire it. And there's great world building in here. Again, Luc Besson is a better production designer than he is a director.
That's true.
That is so true, and that's what he should stick to, but he doesn't, because he's up his own ass.
I don't think he's an awful director. He just needs a better writer.
That's true. The person he's hired to be an editor was fucking awful in this. How easy do you honestly think it would be to throw like 3 movies into 1, 2, and near... Is this more than 2 hours?
Yeah.
God damn it!
And you know what? I read on Reddit the other day that he has 2 sequels planned.
3 out of 6. I can't recommend this shit. If you want to get drunk and loaded for fucking Netflix time, do it. But more of this shit, you gotta get a different director. Have Luc Besson on as executive producer and production designer, and that's it. I can't handle any more of this shit.
HK Verdict a 3.5. Yeah, go see this movie. Because I want to see a sequel to this shit. This shit was so goddamn fun. It was so goddamn stupid. But if you like this video, please click the like button down below. Also, make sure to subscribe to be the first to know whenever we have new content. Also, click that bell icon so you're notified whenever we have a new video. We got Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, so make sure to follow us on all of those. Our friend Noah is the Cinema Geek on Instagram. You can follow his reviews right there. I think he just put up his review for Dunkirk.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna try to get some viewers' choice episodes in there. Until next time, thank you very, very much for watching, and y'all take care. We'll see you later.
Diamonds!